The theater class is managed by Nadja, who's also the music teacher. So she will come in a few minutes to give you some more information. The kids enjoyed. It's a class in English. Beside enrichment, we have art in French, sports in French, and the basketball season already started. So Nadja will be here in a minute.
Good morning, everybody. Happy holidays. I'm Nadja Ramsey, and I teach all the children in the school who go full-time music. So I've taught all these kids and all the kids you're about to see. And I also do an after-school theater program, and today you're going to see a little sampling of that. We've been working on The Three Little Pigs, and I have to say that Anne-Sophie worked very hard to make the space and the time to have this program begin here at her school. And I'm thrilled to work with your children in probably what is their first time on the stage acting. And you have to understand that these children are extremely young to be doing this. And I've pushed them, and they've really risen to the occasion. It's very difficult to focus on what you're saying, what other children are saying, when you're supposed to say it, and what to do with your body. That's a feat for an adult, much less a small human. So I'd like to thank Anne-Sophie so much for making the space and time for this program. And the children have had a lot of fun. She just told me recently that we will be continuing in January. So if you like what you see, talk to your children. Maybe they'd like to sign up. The more children we get involved, the more involved we can sort of get with our expenses and our productions. So today, without any further ado, we're going to present The Three Little Pigs. And before we start, I want to introduce a very important guy. This guy's name is Matthew. He signed up for theater, and he told me the very first day, I don't want to be on stage. And I said, that's not a problem. There's so much that goes on backstage. There's somebody who takes care of the curtains, someone who paints all the props, someone who does the costumes, and Matthew helped me do all the painting that you'll see today. He was such a huge help. Our stage crew is not that of the Metropolitan Opera yet, but we're working towards it. We'll be there after we sign up more kids, because I'm sure the budget will allow. Okay. Oh, I wanted to say one thing about being an audience, but I don't think I have to say much. You guys are being so quiet and attentive. Thank you so much. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who went out into the big world to build their homes and seek their fortunes. Now, the first little pig did not like to work at all. She was very lazy and quickly built herself a house of straw. Then off she went down the road to see how her sister was getting along. The second little pig was building herself a house too. She did not like to work any better than her sister, so she had decided to build herself a quick and easy house of sticks. Soon it was finished too. It was not a very strong little house, but at least the work was done. Now the second little pig was free to do what she liked. And what she liked to do was play her fiddle and dance. So while the first little pig tooted her flute, the second little pig sawed away on her fiddle, dancing as she played. Then off danced the two little pigs down the road together to see how the brother was getting along. The third little pig was a sober little pig. He was building a house too, but he was building his out of bricks. He did not mind hard work, and he wanted a stout little, strong little house, for he knew that in the woods nearby there lived some big, bad wolves who liked nothing better than to catch little pigs and eat them all up. So slap, 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 away he worked, laying bricks and smoothing mortar between them. The first and second little pigs laughed at their brother when they saw him hard at work. Play with us. But the busy little pig did not pause. Slap, slosh, slap went mortar as he called to them. The first two little pigs laughed again. And the first two little pigs left the brick house singing a merry tune. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf, the big bad wolf, the big bad wolf? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra-la-la-la-la. But just as the first little pig reached her door, out of the woods popped the big bad wolf. The little pig squealed with fright, and the big bad wolf said, and they did. They blew the little straw house all to pieces. Away raced the little pig to her sister's house of sticks. And no sooner was she in the door when knock, 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 there were the big bad wolves again. But of course the little pigs would not let them come in. The big bad wolves thought they would fool the little pigs, so they left and hid behind a tree. Soon the door was open, and the two little pigs popped out. They peeked and saw that there were no wolves in sight. The two little pigs laughed. Then they danced around the room singing gaily, who's afraid of the big bad wolf, the big bad wolf, the big bad wolf? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra-la-la-la-la. Soon there came another knock at the door. It was the big bad wolves again, but this time they had covered themselves with a sheepskin, looking just like a little lamb. The pigs called out, who's there? The little pigs peeked through the crack of the door, and they could see the wolves' big black paws and sharp fangs, and they said, so they huffed, and they puffed, and they blew the little twig house all to pieces. Away raced the two little pigs straight to the third little pig's house of bricks, and the third little pig said, "Don't you read the business here?" Soon they were all singing merrily, who's afraid of the big bad wolf, the big bad wolf, the big bad wolf? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra-la-la-la-la. This made the wolves perfectly furious, so they roared, so the big bad wolves huffed, and they puffed, and they puffed, and they huffed, but they could not blow down that little house of bricks. How could they get in? But before they could figure out how, out came the little pigs with torches in hand and chased the big wolves away to the woods, never to be seen again. And they lived happily ever after. The end.
participation, pour votre présence. Et je vous souhaite à tous de très bonnes vacances, même si on garde les enfants encore jusqu'à 3 heures. Oh, we have one more! We have one more!
Sometimes you get knocked over. I think she got knocked over downstage. But didn't she do a great job? She looks so sweet, but she's